How to paint the walls without painting your ceiling. I have my wall color here, and unless you're a really good painter and you can cut in without touching the ceiling, which I can do pretty much, but I still like to use tape. See, I just touched the ceiling there, so I would have had to have gone back and cut it back in. And you would paint the wall, cutting in first, and then you would roll. But since I have a sky here, I really don't want to roll it. I'm just going to feather in my sky a little more. In most cases, is to use some tape. This one is a safety release tape, because what I really don't want to happen is to pull my ceiling off when I go to remove my tape. And sometimes it does regardless, but the safety release tends to come off without pulling off your ceiling. Another good reason to use tape would be if you're painting your walls much darker than, say, your ceiling. And I don't know about you, but when I go into a room that has very dark walls and a light ceiling, and I see wavy, bumpy lines there rather than a nice, tight, straight line, it bothers me. I find it aesthetically displeasing. So at this point, because you've decided to tape, you have the opportunity to even straighten a ceiling that may have a slight bow by just fauxing the tape across the bow and making a nice straight line, so that when you do paint, it will make a very sharp edge, which I think it should. And it's nice that it just stays stuck there for you. And pull it. You can look from a very side view angle to see how straight it does look. The straighter, the better. Continue to paint away from the tape. And the paint is dried. I find it's a good technique to remove this tape on a severe angle. And slowly. If you go ripping it off real quickly, your chances of removing some ceiling are better. If you just take your time and pull it off gently and slowly, most of the time you just get a nice, clean edge.